The James Webb Telescope has been working for more than 2 years. He brings more problems than surprises. He is in space. Deep down found something that theoretically should not be. The structural history of existence. Once again challenging our limited theory. Knowledge such as, he uses infrared power to explore the farthest reaches of the universe and the oldest structures. It's been 2 years and there is no solution. This allows our model to catch gold in front of the reality of the universe, witness their existence. It threw existing theories of cosmology into chaos. For example, experts are still unable to explain, in the billions of years after the Big Bang, how can there be silver like ours? A galaxy as large and heavy as a galaxy. It's not a scarf. Telescope. Now the only mystery added to the star map. He also showed us that there are planetary worlds in the universe. Weird accident. For example, we understand a planet and its host star. They seem to be meant to be together. Because of all the planets in our solar system orbiting the sun. If we look deeper into the universe, those exoplanets out there just orbit stars. And of course, we found exceptions. A few planets break this basic pattern. They wear it without the help of stars. More space. These lonely planets are called rogue planets. These are either from their original, after the trip, thrown in the initial system, out of the celestial body, or it was never with the stars in the first place. A celestial body bound by attractive forces. The latter is also known as a thorn in expert circles, dwarf stars in their birth. It's not generated like you normally would in a circular astrolabe. They're like stars or brown dwarfs. Is formed by the contraction of clouds of stellar gas. However, such planetary lone rangers, in the vastness of space, hard to detect. After all, they don't shine or reflect stars light, but with the help of infrared telescopes, we can use their own heat radiation. Rogue planet detected, or candidate. Actually, our previous investigation of our galactic neighbors revealed that. Wandering planet. It's not as rare as people think. They're very common in our galaxy. In particular, astronomers now estimate that the number of rogue planets in our galaxy is almost constant, twice as many stars. In other words, if our galaxy, it has about 100 to 300 billion stars, then there are about 400 billion freedoms floating planet. As we know now, there's a specific region is home to a large number of roaming planets. Orion Nebula. When the SCARF telescope observed him, it was found that this giant cloud of interstellar gas, only 1,350 light-years away. On an astronomical scale, this is almost at our doorstep, and it is also the most active constant in the vicinity of the Milky Way galaxy. Star Torso 1. He has become a part of the past few decades, subject of hot research. Expert estimate, in the Orion Nebula and its vicinity, there are approximately 2,800 young stars dormant. It is also decorated with countless twinkling celestial quartz. A couple months ago, James Webb Telescope will mirror it. Infrared camera pointed at the star, torso, and captured 2 wide angles of the Orion Nebula. Mosaic. These are composed of over 3,000 individual images. Revealed something completely inconsistent with astronomy. That is, the discovery of 40 freedoms at once. Flying planet. These planets are, as mentioned earlier, no home planet. Although in the Orion Nebula, in the past, wandering planets have been discovered in, but these are extraordinarily large objects, so-called Jupiter mass binaries, abbreviated as the Big Mac. What makes this discovery so surprising? Mainly because the Big Mac lives up to its name. Because it seems these orphans in the Orion Nebula, single planets seem to come in pairs. what's behind these unexpected constellations? After careful observation, after the researchers took the scarf image, immediately able to reveal some basic characteristics of a Big Mac, according to this information. And what we've learned is that these objects are very young, only about 1 million years old, and their surface temperature is it's 1,000 degrees centigrade. But what are these behemoths? Why are there so many of these Big Macs? What is the reason? So the Big Mac always works in pairs. Appear in the Orion Nebula, according to researchers' current speculation. The first theory is based on the assumption that Big Mac born in a region of the Orion Nebula. There's not enough material. They don't form real stars because there is not enough clear to form a constant star and ignite and cataclysm. So they could be some failed stars. Another hypothesis is that Big Mac, they initially grew into classes in a normal manner. Jupiter, like gas giant. And finally, due to some unknown factors, they were moved from their hometown, expulsion from the system. Experts emphasize that expulsion theory is more likely, but they can't explain why are these celestial bodies paired, separated from their home planet. Of course, there is another clear explanation from the constellation Giant. Astronomers use the experience here to analyze. After all, they always come in pairs, and they all have comparable structures and qualities. In light of this, some scientists point out that we should probably admit that our models of planet formation and evolution may be far from complete. In other words, structures in the Orion Nebula could be based on the basic mechanism that we currently have absolutely no idea about. Maybe the corresponding structure not only represents an active constant star producer, and it's a complete giant factory. If these low-density areas is distributed in certain regions in a special way so that he can never give birth, make a real star, and always produce a gas like planets, an attractive force between them. We can't assume it's a coincidence. I suspect that this is a pattern. Although this speculation seems reasonable, but he still needs further research to confirm. It has now been officially confirmed that James Webb, the telescope, detected a series of the subject of experts scratching their heads. As mentioned at the beginning, these out-of-field galaxies, they existed 5-700 million years after the Big Bang. Despite this, they already contain up to 100 billion, a star the mass of the Sun. These structures are called cosmic destroyers because they are completely antithetical to current cosmology. According to our theory, at such an early stage, not enough substance in such a short time, forming so much perseverance, something went wrong. We play with the universe. Is the theoretical understanding complete? And his eventual actual journey with the universe, how much does it match? Equally confusing is James Webb. The telescope is in a very early galaxy. Massive black hole identified. This black hole exists 770 million years after the Big Bang. Despite this, in his center, there is a sleeping, attractive force monsters 1 billion the mass of the Sun. Experts have studied how black holes originated in the early universe, the mechanism by which the period grows so large, but nothing unusual was found. In fact, the environment in which this black hole resides looks rather ordinary. This makes this mystery in the universe come more esoteric. In other words, when the universe was only 50% of its current age, supermassive black holes are fully mature. We are puzzled by this growth. No explanation. There's also something called the Hubble tension problem. In principle, Hubble's constant indicates the current rate of expansion of the universe. But here's the weird thing. Past studies have revealed shows a puzzling inappropriateness. When considering the cosmic background radiation to determine Hubble, constant time, theoretically 67 kilometers per second per megapascal. But the actual measured value is significantly higher if we consider the red giants, a superstar or a particular type of star, like SIDE. We suddenly got 73 kilometers each, the value per second per megapascal. So, is this a systematic measurement error in the past? Unfortunately, observations with the James Webb Telescope once again confirm Harvard tension. According to experts, the universe is expanding faster, possibly by a person who has not yet studied cosmology, processes considered in the Standard Model, or caused by force. For example, adding a foreign in the form of dark energy or dark matter. But it's also possible that we misunderstand the truth of gravity, real properties or some examples or domains, although scientists know nothing. Welcome and leave your comment for discussion.